Hey, what's going on, Lou? Hey, so I'm broadcasting right now. How do I go live on Facebook again?
So you're gonna need, so are you you're gonna go from your individual page, correct?
From my
Or are you
Facebook?
gonna go from the Ascension Wrestling Club page?
I will go from my individual page. I think it was best.
Okay.
Right.
So your posts are pre-approved. So when you go on as yourself,
Yeah.
you go like you're gonna write a message at the top of the Facebook group. On the left-hand side, you'll see it says live with a list thing. Click on that, you'll be ready to go, bro. See that?
On Facebook?
On Facebook, yeah. So like go into the actual group.
Yeah.
All right. When you go into the group, like at the very top under where the heading is, just like you'd be writing a message.
Yeah.
You should be able to see where it says live video. Like if you click to write a message, one of the options say like photo, video, camera, watch party, tag friends, and then live video.
Live video. Yeah.
There's an option for you.
Yeah. I've actually never gone live before, so.
So my first one was actually the first lesson I did. So. The camera's pretty good. The one thing I'll tell you, have Wi-Fi. I think I told you that before.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is, if you face the camera towards you, if you show the camera any words, you're backwards.
Yeah.
So like if you're going to show words, hold it like face the camera normally and show the words, and then flip it back towards you, so that they'll be able to see your face and know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're ready to go, man? Ready to rock and roll?
I'm gonna go live now just to test this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Cool. I'm driving home right now, and then I'm gonna jump on my computer and check out your lesson.
Cool. Looking forward to it. All right.
All right, man. Have some fun.
All right. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it again.
No problem, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
¿Qué necesitas?
Yo, gordo.
¿Por qué no contestabas?
Ma, tengo una reunión a las 12:30.
Ah, pero me
Te escribí, me tengo que ir. Chao, chao.
¿De dónde a dónde?
En la internet, chao. There we go. All right. I'll get started in a second. I just wanted to make sure that this works. Awesome. Sweet. I can't really hear myself too well, guys. So you guys can see me. Can you hear me? All right, there we go. I can hear myself now. See me. All right. All right. So, hey guys, Este Lara here, checking in from Ascension Wrestling Academy. Thank you, Luis, again for giving me this opportunity to give you guys a little bit of instruction here. I know everybody's dealing with a different, so I know everyone doesn't have a mat. I'm choosing to do this workout on my blacktop. So first, we'll get started with our jump rope. So if you guys have your jump rope, go ahead and grab that. I'm going to put 5 minutes on the clock. And I'll do it with you guys. All right. So let's just get our feet moving. Let's get warmed up, get the blood flowing. Put 5 minutes on the clock. All right. Let's go. So today, I want to focus a lot on just moving our feet, developing some explosive movements from there. A couple of motions that are common in wrestling. I'm going to go over those a little bit. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, I'm back. Anybody still around? Sweet. All right, guys. So, all right, we lost a couple of minutes there. I was having a little bit of technical difficulties. So, basically, what I was just having you do is jump rope for 5 minutes. So, we'll move forward from there. Just make sure you got a good warm up. Get your 5 minutes of jumping rope. So I'll move on. And basically, what I was saying before I got started is that the objectives today is I don't want to do too much technique. I want to focus with you guys a little bit on building explosive power, control in some of these movements. I'll show you some of these movements in a second. I'm going to throw probably like 3 or 4 movements at you. And lots of footwork and movements just to get your feet moving more and get them moving with your hands simultaneously, moving your feet and your hands, everything all at once, explosively. One of my high school coaches used to say the legs feed the wolf. So like I said, I know some of you guys don't have a mat right now. It's going to be a little bit hard for you to maybe touch the ground with your knees and bang your knees on the ground. So we'll stay off the mat today. I got a couple of drills that will help you keep working and work around those areas. So first, let's get started. We're gonna go duck walk. So let me tilt my camera here. And just like you would do your line drills, you're gonna go hands on your head without touching your knees, doing your duck walks. All right, and then I'll go back. What we're doing here is we're warming up our joints, opening up all those little capsules. Finding our balance. All right, what's going on, guys? Este, I'm back here. So sorry, I had a little bit of technical difficulties there. So I'm gonna try to give you guys the recording basically here. It's about an hour of instruction, so bear with me. We'll get started first. I'm gonna do the whole workout with you. First, we're gonna need our jump rope. So let's get started with 5 minutes of jump roping. I'll put that on the clock for you. Warming up here. Make sure you're light on your toes. If you don't have a jump rope, do some jumping jacks to get started. want to get those calf muscles going, get a lot of your power on your shots, driving through your toes, driving through your back foot, your power foot. This is how you build that power in those shots. You build some of that lateral movement, some of that lateral strength and speed, side to side. The rope. Keep that rope moving. You get caught, get stuck on your foot, you stop, just start again. It's just like wrestling. You get taken down, now you gotta work to stand up. Now you gotta work to not get turned. Gotta keep moving forward. About 3 minutes in now. Speed it up a little if you want. Double it up if you can. All right, that's 5 minutes right there. So, all right, like I was saying before, guys, the objectives today, it's build a little bit of explosive power, all on our feet, some control in certain situations. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of different movements. So part of it is balancing in those movements, finding your center in those movements. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of footwork, movement, get our feet moving simultaneously with our hands. Sometimes we move just our hands as newer wrestlers and we forget to move our feet. So doing lots of footwork drills is definitely going to make you a better wrestler overall. One of my coaches used to say, the legs feed the wolf. I think he got that from the movie Miracle on Ice. If you haven't seen that movie, that's a great movie, by the way. But yeah, I mean, if you watch that movie, you watch how hard those guys on that team worked, you know, to develop their legs, because it's, you know, it's what moves your whole body. It's underneath you, it's your base, right? So again, I'm going to focus a lot on some of these footwork drills. By the end, your legs are going to be a little bit tired. All right, so let's get started. I think when the video cut out, we were at our duck walk. So let's get back into our duck walk. We're going to go 3 sets. So down and back is 1. Okay. I'm going about 20 feet. Down and back. Stay down. And this is obviously going to help your control and your penetration steps on your shots. So next is our controlled mule kicks, we'll call these. So we're just going to go swing that foot forward and swing it back. Control, control, control. Bring it back. Again. Control. Try to find your balance. See, I almost lost it there. Control. Stay on one foot. Try not to let the other foot touch. Control. And I think that's 8. So we'll do 8 on each leg, or, you know, where you feel comfortable. Push it a little bit. Just find your balance in there. Develop some of those stabilizer muscles. So we'll go 3 sets of 8 on each leg. So that's 3 sets of 16. 1, 2, 6. 8. 1, 2, 7, and 8. And Coach Baker says, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And that's really true. If you take the time to control these movements, you will eventually develop the speed. You'll eventually develop that strength and positioning. Good. All right, so once you wrap those up, now we're going to go into our skaters. All right, so let me back up from the camera here a little bit. With the skaters, you're going to start on one foot here, right? And you're going to try to hop as far out to the other side as you can, right? And then hop back off of that foot back to this foot. So I'll show you what I mean. It's kind of like a skater does in hockey. So here, loading the weight onto my left foot, I'm pushing off of that foot, springing off of that foot, landing on my right foot. I lost balance there. You want to try to control it there, okay? Once you land, you're controlling, pushing off of that foot, and then landing back on that other foot, right? And as you get better with it, your other leg doesn't land on mat, on the ground. Just one foot, the outside foot lands. And the better you get, the further out you can go, the harder it is to catch your balance with it, right? So if you want to challenge yourself a little bit with this, you really take a far stride out, using your hands to develop some of that explosive power. So we'll go 3 sets of 12. I lost count, obviously, on that one. I was talking to you guys a little bit. I'll count on these next 2. Give yourself a little bit of a break, shake it out. About 15, 20 seconds in between. And get ready for your next one. 3, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12. Again, shake it out. Give yourself about 15, 20 seconds in between. And then go again. And good. So next, this one's a little bit more of a recovery one. Keep the muscles moving. We're going to do 3 sets of 15 squats, hands on our head. All right, so not a lot of weight. Just sit into it nice and deep. Try to keep your heels on the ground, balls of your feet on the ground. Chest is straight, back is up, butt is down. So you're squatting. sit into each one here. Okay, so see how my hips come out. I'm sitting into it. I want to try to sit as deep as I can on each one and then pushing through the balls of my feet. So shake it out, shake it out. Give yourself 15, 20 seconds in between. And go again. Chest is up. Hips are out. Sit into it. Try to keep the balls of your feet on the mat, on the ground. Heels on the ground. Nice and deep. And last one here. Again, this is just a warm-up one. Finish strong here. 20. Get them. 1. And 20. Good. All right, so now we're going to go take a little 20-second break here into our stance in motion. When we do our stance in motion drill, guys, I just want to go over 3 or 4 of our movements really quick before we get going. I'm going to put you on the clock. 2 sets of 3 minutes. All right, so you're going to be doing stance in motion for a total of 6 minutes here. 3 and 3. For our sprawl, obviously, right here, we can't touch the mat, right? So if you sprawl too far back, you're way too extended. There's way too much weight on your hands. You're susceptible to a front headlock there. Go behind, right? So for our sprawl, we're going to keep it nice and shallow. And here's what I mean. You're just kicking back a little bit so you can circle back up right back into your stance. Here, circle back up. So that's how we're going to do our sprawl for today. We drop our hips a tiny bit, but we obviously are not going to drop them all the way down to that. And then for our down block, don't lose awareness of your head here on your down block, all right? So you're moving on the balls of your feet. When you're down blocking, your forehead is in the way, in between, all right? So you're not just going hand down and losing awareness of your head. You're gonna put your forehead right in between your opponent. Put it right into their temple, all right? Beat them on head position. So you see the shot coming, you're anticipating it, you're gonna have a good down block, right? You're kicking that back leg back and your forehead is getting right in between, all right? Always moving on the balls of your feet, moving on the balls of your feet, moving, down blocking, okay? So that's our down block there. Good head position. Forehead goes down, but our eyes are looking at our opponent. For our shots, again, we can't hit the pavement, right? So it's kind of like you have a knee injury, right? You can't go all the way down, so you got to kind of wrestle from here, right? For your snatch, pushing off of that back foot, creating power off of your back foot here. For your snatch single, that's going to be our shot. So we're not going to go into a high crotch or a double penetrating shot. We're just going to go, when I say shot, we're going to go push off that back foot, snatch single. Yeah, those are our 3 movements. Those are our 3 movements that I'm going to stick to for stance in motion. All right, so I'll put you on the clock right now. First one is 3 minutes. And I'll do it with you guys. Ready? Let's go. Sprawl. Shot, shot. Sprawl. Down block. Down block. Down block. Down block. Shot. 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 Down block. Sprawl. 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 Down block. Down block. Shot. Shot. Moving on the balls of your feet. Don't lose that shoulder knee alignment. Keep moving, guys. Keep moving. Lots of motion, lots of fakes, lots of level changes in your stance. Down block. Roll. Shot. Shot, shot, down block, down block, down block, down block, shot, 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 down block, shot, 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 down block. Down block, roll, roll, down block, shot, shot, down block, shot, move those feet, stay low, good stance, move those feet, down block, roll. Roll. Down block, shot, 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 down block, sprawl, shot, 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 down block, and good. Shake it out, guys, shake it out. Give yourselves about 25 seconds here. And then we'll go into our second set, stance in motion. So, one of the things that we always talk about in our room is how important stance in motion is. And sometimes guys will show up in the room and they don't fully grasp how important every second of that drill is. So I just want to reiterate that, especially for some of us younger guys. Just learning how to move your feet in your stance, keeping your hips nice and low. You do get tired in those positions. I feel the burn in my hips, in my legs right now, in my lower back a little bit, but that's what makes you a better wrestler, being able to hold those positions. So the more you do that stance in motion drill with a purpose, the more success you're going to have on your feet. We'll get right into our second set right here, okay? Ready, go. Lots of fakes too, lots of fakes, lots of level changes, lots of motion. Down block, shoot, 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 down block, shoot, shoot, down block, Elbows are tight here, pointed down at the mat. We call this loose arms, no loose arms. Be aware of that. Nice and tight here, no space in here. Nice and tight. Down block, shoot, shoot, down block, sprawl, down block, shoot, down block, sprawl, stay on those toes, stay on the balls of your feet, keep moving your feet, keep attacking. Keep pressing the pace, closing that distance. Forward, short little choppy steps. Down block, shot, down block, sprawl, shot, down block, shot. Protect that lead. It's my lead leg, I'm protecting it. Down block, sprawl, shoot, down block, shoot, down block, shoot, sprawl, down block, shoot, sprawl. And good, time, shake it out, guys, good work. All right, let's move on. So this next movement might be a little bit new for some of you guys, and some of you might understand the premise of it. It really ties in with, some people call it a whizzer kick, right? So you have your whizzer position, you got that far hand or tricep, you step in and you're elevating, right? So the movements here, I think will help you for those whizzer kick positions. It'll also help you for your slide by, throw by stuff, right? Because you can get a lot of torque off of turning on that foot right there. So like I said at the beginning, I want to focus on movements that will increase your overall success in some of these positions. So let's get started with the first movement, which we'll call a hop, step, mule kick. All right. So let me get a little bit away from the camera here so you guys can see my head and my feet. Notice my left toe is pointed at you guys right now. My heel, by the end of this movement, my left heel is going to be pointed at the camera, right? So I'm going to swing my right leg, and as I do that, I'm rotating on my left foot. Swing that leg, rotate on that foot. Here, right? You notice how my heel pointed that way. So I'm showing you my butt. Here. So from there, we're going to go hop, step, mule kick, and balance just like we did at the beginning today. Hop, step, mule kick, right? So swing that leg, step, mule kick, balance. One. We'll do 3 sets of 8 on each leg. I just went like this. I meant 8. Right, so here, swing, move. Here, swing, move. Think about it like you got your whizzer there, right? Mule kick, elevate that mule kick. Try to control there. It's hard. It'll be hard for some of our younger guys, right? But give it a shot. That's how you get better in some of these positions. And like Coach Baker says, nice and slow. Slow is smooth. I lost count, so we'll go to the other side, guys. Sorry. And the key there is to try to control at the top. You guys can see I'm a little bit better on my right side, obviously, than I am on my left side. So it's all about working it, making each one a little bit better. You don't have to rush. You got to try to control after that hop step, try to control right there. So if you wiggle a little bit on that toe, trying to find your balance, that's okay. Just try to clean that up a little bit more with each set, each rep. All right, let's go here. Last set. Notice how this is my whizzer hand, my overhook hand. I got a wrist here or an inside tie to the tricep here. And what I'm doing is stepping with this foot, right? Stepping here. This foot is coming in front of the knee, right? So it's elevating that near leg. We're hip to hip right now. I'm pulling this arm across, lifting the whizzer, loading this up onto my leg, and then I elevate that leg. So in here, we want to bump into them and elevate their leg, run them over. That's the whizzer kick position. So I'll finish up here on this side. Rotate, take that leg off. Wrist, hop step. All right. I think we're short on time, so I don't know if that was 2 or 3 sets, but we'll keep it there. All right. So for our next movement, it'll help us out for our arm spin. So we'll get right into this one here. It's a back step here. So I'm stepping here, and my back foot is going to step right here. Okay. Here, 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 here. After that, let me grab my jump rope so I can show you guys something. I notice a lot of times when we go to do this, some of our guys don't load the other guy's arm where it should be, so they put it on their shoulder, on the outside of their shoulder. Make sure that when you're loading that arm, you're putting it just like when you put on your backpack, right? And here, you put your arm all the way through, and you put it on your trap, and then it's easier to load it onto your back. Make sure we're doing that, all right? We're not gonna load that arm onto the side of our arm. We're gonna make sure that we load that arm all the way around our shoulder so that our core is what's doing the throwing. Understand? All right, so I don't need the jump rope anymore. Let that go. This one will do 3 sets of 15 each, okay? So this one doesn't take as much time. We're gonna step, back leg steps, you rotate through, make sure you load that arm all the way up onto your trap, and then twist, bring them through, okay? 20 on each side, or I'm sorry, 15 on each side. Here, here, here. Here, here. Here. Grab that arm. Tight, run. 2, grab that arm. Tight. 2, grab the arm nice and tight, nice and tight. 2, tight. 2. Leg steps, back leg, hips go through, load them onto your back, and again, on the other side now. All right, so we got our inside ties here. We can have an over tie right here. Step in, back leg comes. Step in, back leg comes in. Hips shoot through. I load them onto my shoulder first. Then here, step back, step. Step, back step, load, run. Step, back step, load, run. So if they have a collar tie on us, that's a perfect position there. We're gonna clamp our arm right there, our forearm, keep it nice and tight. We can grab their elbow. That's a perfect moment. Grab that elbow, step in, back step. Run. Work straight off of a collar tie. Your collar tying you, step back, step. Run. They're leaning into that collar tie. Perfect moment. Catch it, step back, step. Step back, step. And last one here. Step back, step. I'm not really good at keeping count, so we're going at about 15. Back to the first side, guys. We'll go step, back, step. Clamp that collar tie down, step, back, step, run. Clamp it down, step, back, step. Big collar tie, clamp it down, step, back, step. Run. And I'll go to the other side And again, I'll only do 2 sets instead of 3 here. I think you guys get the idea. And just like with everything, the more reps you do, the better you're going to get at all of these. So keep fixing them on your own. Keep making those adjustments. Step back. So the key there is committing your feet, committing your hips all the way through. And the way you do that is you turn on that foot fast. You got to commit. You got to have confidence there. That's the key to that move. Now let's get into our last movement. I'm only going to do 1 on each side here. And since we can't hit the mat again, right? We're on the blacktop. It's basically like you would be hitting your fireman's, right? But you can't hit those knees because you would break your knees on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to land on our feet here, just like this. Try to catch our balance and make sure that arm, we're grabbing it, putting it behind our head here for our firemen's, all right? Normally on our firemen's, we could hit our knees, but not on this blacktop. So it's going to look like this. We're in a good stance. We have our inside tie here. Create a little bit of space, push on that far inside tie. Once we read our opening there for our firemen's, knee comes through. We're going to load that arm over the top of our head. Don't be lazy with it. Exaggerate that motion. It's wrapping around your head and your knees are rotating, facing in that direction. Notice how that's an explosive movement. That's all footwork right there. Okay, so read that inside tie. You have those inside ties. Read the firemen's, hit it. 15 on each side here, guys. Inside tie. Again. Inside tie. Drop down, balance in there. Explosive with that turn. Rotate your hips all the way through. Notice my hips are probably pointed in this direction right now. When I'm finished with it, they're going to be pointed in the direction. Okay. So I'm leading here. And sometimes guys use the bands, right? You can use bands for that, right? And here, make sure that band is going behind your head. And that way you know that you're really clearing that arm for your fireman's, for your high crotch, right here. Okay. And And we'll go to the other side again. I lost count. Finish up. Last 3 here. Notice how I'm kind of visualizing my opponent in front of me. I'm just going through the motions there. Like I read the inside tie, grab it, hit it, and go. Right? You can't hang out on your ties for too long. So elbows are glued, hands are out. As soon as they reach, you catch that inside tie, go. Everything is explosive here. All right. So we will wrap it up here. Let's go. This one's kind of a cool down drill. Do a little bit of a cool down. Again, moving our feet. And then we'll go into our conditioning for the end and wrap it up. So this one's really simple. I call it the pendulum swings, but it's just getting your mind and your feet to connect. All right, so you're swinging this foot out, this foot replaces this one, and you swing this one out, swing it back in, swing it out. Right, like a pendulum clock. So we'll do 3 sets of 20 here, all right? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 2. And last one here. All right, that's just a little cool down. And those movements help. They help with, stepping in for your back step, right? For your inside trip, you got the over tie here. It's a hop, skip step, right? It's that pendulum step. It's right there. So the more comfortable, the smoother you get with those movements, the less you have to think about them when everything is going on in wrestling. There's a lot going on. There's always the whistles going on, the 3 other mats, the crazy parents yelling, the coach yelling, right? So you don't have too much time to think in wrestling. You got to develop some of these movements on your own. All right, guys, let's get right into our strength and conditioning here. So the first one, we got 3 exercises here, is going to be lunge squats. So I start up here, I'll say up, and when I say up, we're gonna land the other way. We're gonna try to jump up as high as we can and land in the opposite direction, okay? Ready? I'll say up, and we count. And up, 1, up, 2, up, 18, 19, 20. Oh yeah, those are tough. Shake it out, shake it out. We're going 3 sets of 20 here. Ready? Let's go, let's go. 1, 2. And 20. When you're doing these, try not to use your hands on your knees. Hands are free. Shake it out here. Get going. Ready, go. And good work, guys, good work. Moving on to our next exercise, star jumps. You're really gonna feel these in your legs. Make sure you shake it out and push through it. We're finishing up now. Last 2 exercises. Here we go. 3 sets of 15 here. Star jumps, let me back up. Up. Shake it out. All right, let's get ready. Next one. Up. Woo. Those are tough. All right, let's get ready. Last 15 here. Last exercise here, guys, is our squat jacks. These are easier. This is more of a cool down. All right, so we'll do 3 sets of 15 here and finish it up. So our squat jack looks like this. We come up, go almost into like a jumping jack position, right over here. And back into that squat right away. Jump into it, okay? So it's 15 of those. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Last 2 sets. Let's finish strong. Let's finish strong. Ready? Right into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Shake it out, shake it out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that workout. Thanks again to Coach Baker. I know he's got a foundation going on for Joe Heskett right now. So if you want to donate anything, please just donate it straight to that foundation. Thank you for being here. And obviously, I hope you guys are staying safe during these times. Adios.